Hello and welcome to another episode of Gizmos, Gadgets and Gear. Today I will be showing you my vintage Leatherbound Backgammon set, which is probably 40 centimeter width. So my wife picked this up. She's got a really good eye for antiques on the small scale, whereas I've got a really good eye for antiques on a large scale. So she picked this up for me, and a chessboard that we'll review as well, which is a collector's item. And when we bought this thing 10 years ago, the lady we bought it from said that it was 50 years old, so ergo it's 60 years now. And I bought something similar in a tan color from a collector's antique shop, which was in worse condition for about $7, even though they were selling for 15, but I held them down. And then my wife doesn't like it when I take that unseen, worn down one out to my favorite Egyptian restaurant to play with my Australian friends. So she threw that in the bin. So this one's getting a little bit more wear, going out to places like that, cafes, my friend's house, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we play some of this too, and occasionally to restaurants. So yeah, I'm a 42-year-old man, but I pretend to act like a 72-year-old Greek man and play backgammon. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. Ta-da! So that's pretty much it. The brown cup is originally from this board, whereas the two tan cups are from the previous board. And I will swing it around so you guys can have a better look of what it looks like. So that's the board set up. Please let me know if I'm doing it incorrectly. I'm just doing this off the cuff. My neighbor's mum plays this quite a bit. So between my neighbor and I, we were freaking out because she was visiting from a different state and trying to figure out what this dice was for. So after putting it off for 3 months, like the day before she came, researched it, and we found out that this dice is actually used for gambling. So this is a Syrian game, but my Swiss friend told me that it was actually introduced to Syria by African slaves, and it's basically that stick game that you have in those board games that have the combination of chess, checkers, and backgammon. And you've got that little card, wooden card. It's got little holes in it for the sticks. That was the original version of backgammon as they played it in Africa. But then when those Nubian slaves came to places like Assyria and Mesopotamia, their slave owners basically modernized the game to this. And obviously the Syrians were the ancestors of the modern Syrians, and this is also very popular in Greece. So there you go, my 60-year-old vintage. Do I dare call it vintage? No, let's call it retro. So this thing was probably made in 1965. My retro backgammon set, which is an antique and a collector's item, but I don't think it's old enough for me to call it vintage at this stage. So I hope you found this video informative and enjoyed watching it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll review that chessboard that my wife got me recently, which is also most definitely vintage. Probably goes back to the turn of the 20th century. Thank you.